Welcome, Leo, to your weekend vibes. Let's go ahead and see what we got going on for you. First, we'll throw the anatomy cards. Let's see what body part we need to focus on this weekend, or is hyper focused for the weekend by your spirit guides. Okay, spirit guides. Thank you. That was clear. Your bladder. So some of you, if you are having trouble going to the restroom, or you have problems, getting away from your desk because you work a lot and you hold your urine in a lot, I'm being told you need to really take your breaks. Okay, take your breaks. Make sure that you let go. Okay, don't hold on to that. Your bladder is hyper focused for the weekend. On a spiritual level, it says bladder time release, hold and let go with natural rhythm. So there's something that you are holding on to, whether this is a connection that it's time to kind of let go. That spirit is telling you, know when it's time to walk away. Okay. Let's see, what else am I getting for that? Okay. Yeah. All right. It was something that, tell me again, I didn't hear it. Somebody cleans their belly button way too rough or harsh, or someone's leaking something from their belly button. You need to go have that checked out. Okay, so just be careful. Don't go too crazy. I know somebody's really, really clean, and something about the belly button. Be very careful, even though that's the bladder. I'm being pointed to the middle of that, and that the belly button is what's being highlighted. Totally separate from that, but just, or somebody might have something in the belly button or growing in the belly button that needs to be checked out. Okay, I don't know who that's for. All right, you have drama magnet. What other message do you have for the sign of Leo this weekend? Thank you. Online obsession. All right, so for some of you, just be very careful with getting into an argument or some sort of disagreement with someone this weekend. That's going to, it's going to be something that's going to make you really upset, and you may say things that you can't take back. I feel like there's something that you're going to say to hurt the other person that's going to cause long-term ripple effects. So just be very mindful on how you vent when it comes to any type of disagreement. Try, if you feel like you're going to say something, that you should just walk away, take a breather, and then come back and discuss when you can. Okay. If you go out somewhere, just be very careful with what you say. That can something that you say can cause some sort of bigger issue for you than you may need. Okay. For others, I do feel like you have someone that you stalk on the internet or on their social media. There is there might be something that you work on, some sort of either work. Maybe you are someone who is involved with social media. Maybe you are a content creator, or you work in IT or something of that nature, and you are also a workaholic. So you may just be overindulging when it comes to social media, or you what's that called? You doom scroll. Okay. I feel like you doom scrolling, and that's really affecting your sleep, your focus. Your circadian rhythm is completely off. So for those of you who have difficulty kind of, dropping your phone and taking time to really just relax the brain and kind of decompress, you're being asked to step away from the blue screen and let your eyes kind of relax and really, you know, see what's around you. Like, I feel like some of you just really be, and that's all you do. And so your whole life is like on that. But I understand that if you're a content creator, then it's kind of hard because that's like your livelihood. However, you're being asked to, take a step back and rest and relax and recover so that you can then come back and pick up where you left off. Okay. That's not for everyone, but it is being highlighted. All right, let's see what other messages we have for the sign of Leo. For some of you, you're going to be getting a message from someone, a DM, email, or something from someone that you do not want contact with. That person is going to find the way to send you a message because they have been like stalking your social media. Okay. I heard they ask friends about you too. So you might have had mutual friends, or they know, they have like your friends on their page, and yeah, they're not over you. So keep in mind. You've got distracted and twin flame. So distracted says sidetrack, change, and delays. There's something coming in for you, some sort of change, either in connections with the distracted and twin flames here. I feel like there might be some changes. Either you're in a connection with someone where you may have had like a rocky start, or of the past few months have been a little bit like shaky, and things are starting to pivot into a more harmonious and happier time. And so you're just enjoying the moment because you really you don't want to rock the cradle too much. And with the right underneath the drama magnet, I just feel like it's something that you're trying to avoid the problems. Like, you no longer want any issues. Okay. Like, it's just something that you are trying to leave behind because you really do care for this person and you want to make it work. Okay. What's this shocking? What's going on with shocking here? What is shocking me? Confusion. I feel like this person, although you have a lot of chemistry with this person, I don't think you get like, it's so I get like a breadcrumb feeling. Like, I feel like this person doesn't really, they may have someone else that they're entertaining, or this could be you, where you're not really, I mean, it's great when it's there, but when it's not, then we are, with someone else, right? Like, but then we don't solidify anything here, but we keep a little bit there. It's almost like a bee, right? When a bee is seeking pollen, it goes from one flower to the next flower to the next flower to the next flower to like that. That's the vibe that I get from this connection. And I feel like you really want to make it work. And so as much as you you try to solidify it, there's always like this push pull connection with this person. Like, you leave them and you don't want to know nothing about them this week, and next week you're like in love. That kind of connection. Like, I feel like some of you are in that push pull connection, right? Where you don't decide what you want to do. You want a little bit of one, a little bit of the other, a little bit. Either you do this or that the person you're with is doing this. And no one's truly, really ever happy. But You know, you live in a state of confusion because when you think things are going well, then they kind of pivot into, you know, and you got the twin flame here, so you guys do have like a lot of connections. Like there's one relationship that you have a lot of connections with, or if this is you, um you know, there is one connection that is more solid than the other, but then is it really solid, kind of thing, you know? What's this online obsession? Peace. All right. Finding balance, harmony, and friendship. What else do you have for online obsession? Bitterness. Okay. Resentment, anger, hurtful words. What else do you have? Thank you. Emotional storm. One more, Spirit. One more message. Okay. Obscurity and lusting. All right. That one was already there. Okay. So what's happening here with online obsession? Some of you, so it's not going to be for everyone, but some of you are, I don't know if I can say this. All right, for someone out there you have, if you like the adult entertainment world, that's taking up a whole lot of your time online. You, it's almost unhealthy how much time it's taking. Like this guy looks drained. Okay, drained. You've got to scale back just a tad bit. It's literally like consumption. While it's all great and dandy, you know, it leaving you with, you know, with your hands in your head, you've got to find a balance. All right? You know, not everything is that. Okay? And your lack of sleep, your lack of concentration, your lack of focus, it's literally taking over your peace, your mental sanity. You are just irritable. Like I feel like that's the energy that you're giving, because it's like, oh, it feels good, but I'm up doom scrolling hours and hours and hours and hours and hours upon days. That bad. Not for everyone, but that's the vibe it's giving. Okay. So let's see what other oracle messages to close this out. This reading was very specific, you know, not, it wasn't general at all. Like this was targeted to whoever needed to hear it. Okay. All right. You got joy. Enjoy the little things. Despite what transpired, I feel like some of you are really going to enjoy this weekend. You're going to find, you know, comfort in those you love. Some of you are just going to stay home and really rest and relax and follow the advice to, you know, follow the advice to really just like work on yourself, right? Find ways where you can improve your health, you can improve your mental space, right? And do things that are productive and not counterproductive for yourself, right? And if you have a connection that you're confused about, then you need to really sit with yourself and see what it is that you really truly want. Okay. I will leave you with that, Leo. Thank you so much for coming by. And until the next read, remember, kindness matters. Love you. Bye.